We wish to acknowledge the traditional owners of the lands upon which we make this podcast, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation and the Turrbal people. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
Markets. The exchange of goods have always been at the heart of society. Quid quo pro. A favour for a favour. We, as people, learned early that it felt good to do something for someone else. But that favour not returned a considerable feeling of lacking in return. For as with any sense of loss, conflict must surely arise. So then it is a strange situation that we find ourselves in. Conflict is truly at the heart of all good storytelling, and so it is somewhat inevitable that to keep things interesting, someone must in turn fail to be paid. Or worse, be the victim of a theft. But a thing having been taken, and in turn for it to have mattered, we must assume that the thing taken had value. For if it had been taken, and the thing not mattered, there is inherently no value, no conflict, no story. The pile of coins falls slowly into the outstretched hands. When we zoom in, we see pressed into the edges of the coins are letters. Letters that read, "Dice, paper, roll into the Feywild."
Welcome back to Dice Paper Roll into the Feywild. This is episode 5. My name's Dan. I am playing Lord Walter Winston Winklepicker III, a human who was turned into a frog, and I kind of feel like the prologue somewhat had something to do with me because I didn't pay for the ticket fare to the carnival, and that's why I have been turned into a frog 8 years previously.
Or so you assume.
So I assume. But yes, I am a frog man. I am wearing, tails. I've got a big top hat and a cane. No pants, but a cummerbund. And that is me, Lauren.
Wait. What's a cummerbund?
Yeah, so that it's like a clear
swashbucklers wear. God.
No, but like, you know, in the tuxedo, the old tuxedo, you'd have like also a cummerbund.
Jack, don't tell me you don't have a cummerbund in your wardrobe hanging up.
Right?
I mean,
hands up who's got a cummerbund.
I have several.
I don't. What does it look like? What is it? Where does it go?
Silky sash,
like a sashy thing. It's like the tuxedo, the thing for the tuxedo, but it goes around your waist.
Yeah, it's like a belt, but I guess it just kind of covers up all the the seams and stuff.
So it's like a sash.
Yeah, it hides your gut overhang in your tuck.
Exactly. No, that is a girdle.
Oh. Look.
And when you put them together, you can have a cummer girdle.
Or a cummer chameleon.
Or a gerbun.
Oh. Gerbun. I like that better. Because cummer girdle sounds. Anyway, sorry, Daddy.
It sounds very
it's what
dice
happens at the
roll.
end of the night. Yeah. Okay. My name's Lauren. I'm playing Kevin Strangeway, who is a human artificer. He gets to build lots of fun little trinkets. He's also a roundabout 12-year-old boy in the body of a strapping man.
8-year-old boy.
Sorry?
8-year-old boy.
Oh, okay. Well, he's 8. Yep, there you go. Between ages 8 and up. And,
I think it might be important.
Big burly man type, you know. I was thinking like Captain Haddock meets like a bit of Chris Hemsworth style. Like just huge hands, big long navy coat. That style, yeah. I kind of saw Captain Haddock without the hat. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not going that far.
I'm glad you said
Boots.
coat.
Yeah, well, that's
Big long navy coat.
coat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's me, Ben. Who are you playing?
I play Unit, who is a level 3 Warforged fighter who accompanies Kevin Strangeways. The Unit is a robot who used to be a ticket inspector at a carnival a very long time ago. Is it the carnival that we're headed to now? I don't know. I hope we find out. But I accompanied Kevin and somehow lost 24 years in my memory bank. And it's a little disconcerting, but I feel a need to protect Kevin Strangeways, and so I do, even when it puts me in the company of such weird and wonderful adventuring companions as we currently have. Unit is a blocky kind of torso, blocky pelvis, has wheels on the side of their hips and like the shoulder pauldrons, which conveniently lets me turn into a little car, just the worst fucking transformer ever. And little half dome head and 2 holes in my torso because I also used to be a whack-a-mole. Part of me used to be a whack-a-mole attraction at a fair. And so my weapon is a little rubber mallet. Fucking watch out. Greg, who are you playing?
So what are your arms like, Unit? Are they like pipe and...
Yeah, a little bit like Bender from Futurama, really.
Yeah, okay.
I have...
So like
I've got... The first ever time I sat down to draw Unit, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, not being an artist. So that's what I've stuck with. I'll chuck it up on Patreon for you to have a look at. It's real good.
That's a great idea, Ben. You should chuck it up on Patreon.
I will.
Where all the other little tidbits are found. Hi, everybody. My name's Greg. Look at that smooth segue, complete with microphone slap.
If you subscribe to our Patreon, you can listen to our episodes with shortened intros. Where we stick to the point.
You subscribe to our Patreon, we'll cut out Greg completely.
There's many people that pay for that already. Hi, everyone. I'm Greg. I'm playing Dolene Delacroix. She is a Harangan wizard, level 3 also. She's a divination wizard. Off on a quest to save her burrow and her family. And part of that is to just get the fuck out of town because she's a catalyst for disaster, but also to get a very special timepiece repaired. She's a Harangan, so think Peter Rabbit, I guess. Long ears. Whiskers. Furry wears a super dapper waistcoat with a jacket over the top. Of course, she rocks a cummerbund because she's not a fucking animal.
Although is a rabbit.
Wait, actually, she is an animal. No, rocks a cummerbund. She has a satchel, which like a very sturdy little backpack that she wears on her back, which is just chock full of books and scroggin. And her trusty spellbook at her waist. Her cummerbund doubles as a sling as well.
Oh, nice.
By the by. Yeah. And
Does she,
in case she
break
breaks
her
her
limbs regularly? Yeah. What?
Yeah, well, no, it's for you. With that fucking back talk. No, she's extremely peaceful. The slings for catching. I was gonna rabbits. No,
catching game.
Catching frogs, which she likes to eat.
Hey.
Oh, there's it's a minefield here, and of course, No pants.
It is the natural order.
I think we've been over this, right?
We have been over this, and
Okay.
Kevin Strangeways is wearing multiple pairs of pants.
Oh, good. Making up
Okay.
for the rest of
Yeah,
us.
good. Insulation.
That's Dolene. And I pass over to our illustrious dungeon master, Jack.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm Jack. I'm the dungeon master, and I play everyone else, I guess. So you'll see. All right, let's kick into it because it's 15 minutes in, and I want to get going.
Classic DPR.
Yeah.
Previously, the party Dolene Delacroix, a hare, Walter Winston Winklepicker III, a frogman, Kevin Strangeways, a man-sized boy, and Unit, a robot ticket machine, or whack-a-mole machine, was accosted whilst on the road from a wizard named Madrick, who had tasked the party with finding Zybilna, an archfey within the Feywild, somewhere beyond the Witchlight, which is the carnival.
Man-sized boy was my nickname in high school. Just so you know.
Really?
You mean Kevin or
Lauren.
you, Lauren?
Okay, listos.
Behind you, a sign reads "Turnips are us," with a crudely drawn turnip gesticulating at an even poorer likeness of Dominic. You, of course, remember Dominic from the previous episode because he was who you were taking the pumpkin cart to.
Of course.
Of course,
Yeah.
yes.
I
Yes.
remember Dominic from the previously on.
Yes. Dominic was pleased to receive the pumpkin cart in good nick. He was sure that Madrick's magic cart will speed up the uptake in his semi-sentient turnips, though it is unclear how. He seemed only mildly concerned by the snake-headed fellows you all met on the journey here. Frankly, he probably could have shown a little bit more concern, but the man did seem preoccupied with the turnips, which he said were raging out of control. Shooing you out the door, his last comments were, "Go on, get! The carnival starts at 8 p.m. and goes till 3 a.m. You're wasting your time here." He had gestured at you with a broom in a way that should really only be reserved for rats.
Well, I just wanted to find out what you were doing with the sentient turnips, because I'm kind of intrigued by the fact that they're sentient.
Never you mind about that. Get out of here. This is Turnips R Us and not the carnival. And he shoos you even more with the broom.
I feel like he's committing genocide in there.
Can I sleight of hand a turnip?
Sure, go for it.
That's a 5.
He whacks your hand with the broom.
Oh, I was just browsing.
That's mine! Unperturbed by Dominic's broom handling methods, your pockets all feel a touch heavier, having received a pocket full of coins from the crazed turnip man.
What are you guys gonna do with your pocket money? I mean, your money.
Yeah, I don't suppose that we have to return this to Madrick, do we? Because, it wasn't our cart. I mean, I guess we did deliver it, but, I didn't make it or anything.
I think
Do we
it's
have to give
fair.
him the money?
This is money for services rendered. I do not believe we need to pay this back to Madrigal, and I would be frankly surprised if this journey takes us all the way back to pumpkin-loving Madrigal's house.
That's very true.
Yeah, we'll just skim a little bit up the top. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. Why don't we get to the carnival and then one of us, wins something, we'll take that back instead. I'm sure that he would love a really big, stuffed teddy bear pumpkin guy or something, right?
Totally. He loves having sex with weird objects.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
I think y'all said the quiet part out loud.
Oh, sorry, I have that. I do have a habit of that.
Kevin just kind of blushes and jangles the pocket money in his big, long coat.
Dominic pokes his head out and he's like, "Yeah, what does he do with those Never mind. Just go. You head through the streets, the moon lightly glinting off the snow-lined shop fronts and houses. There are lights throughout the streets leading you towards the carnival. As you get closer, you see more and more people heading in the same direction as you, and they almost vibrate with excitement. Some are dressed in the most delightful carnival attire. Masks and strange hats adorn people of all shapes and sizes. As you approach the carnival, the fence looms, a great intricately woven wire fence of swirls, patterns, made up of Celtic knots. To your left, you see a small group of children climbing a tree and successfully jumping the fence. Their joy and elation is enthralling. The act seems almost trivial.
I guess nothing bad could come from little chitlins just jumping over a fence into a carnival. Ain't that right, everybody?
No, don't jump over the fence. I don't know what to do right now.
Walter, I dare say I'd never seen you care about a thing so much.
Yes, I am very confused.
No, get out of my way. And
Like you pushed me over.
the queue to the front of the carnival, like where it's the ticket administration kind of thing. Walter just like starts barging through the queue of people, pushing them to the side, and women and children out of the way, and gets to the ticket booth and is like, hello, good day. It would seem that I'm here to purchase a ticket for myself, and in fact,
Adult or concession?
well, actually, I'd like to pay for, one adult and one concession. Okay?
All right, I'll need to see your concession card then. You got on you?
No, you see,
It'll be 2 hours in love. I ain't got the time. It's a busy carnival.
No, well, you see, the thing was that the concession card is for when I came here previously, about 8 years ago.
Also, the cash register's not working, so we're only taking cards.
Beatrice, you're holding up the line again. Will you get him moving?
All right.
Well, yes. So I'd just like to pay for my former... Oh, well, actually, no, I was an adult 8 years ago, so I should probably pay full fare. I will pay 2 adults, please.
All right.
One for me and one for my 8-year-old previous self. Yes.
Any rides then?
I have to pay extra for the rides?
Oh, yeah, of course you got to pay extra for the rides. He turns around and taps a sign. 5 rides, 5 coins. 6 rides, 6 coins. 7 rides, 4 coins.
Wait, I gotta write that down.
Oh, God, math was never my strong suit. I turn back to the rest of the group, and I'm like, are we going to be riding any rides? Well, yes, I guess so. The mirror room. I need to go to the mirror room. Yes, I'll pay
Mirror
for...
room's not a ride, that's an attraction. That's this sign over here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, is there some kind of, all pass fare where it gets me into everywhere?
Oh, the deluxe package?
Yes, the deluxe package.
All right, 200 coin.
$200? $200 dues? Ribbit!
Ribbit.
Oh, Jesus. How much coins do we get off of, old mate Dominic?
It's all right, you can go on one of our payment plans if you want. There's just interest.
Okay.
All right, just sign here.
Do I have to go to a timeshare? Or something?
Which just passes a contract underneath.
Yeah, getting into a buy now, pay later arrangement with the fare that turned you into a frog could not be a bad idea at all, right? Like, sign me up to
Walter,
Afterpay.
you actually have, you definitely have the money for 200
Well, yes, of course. I'm
coins.
Walter Winston Winklepicker III from Shellfish Country.
You can say that again.
Oh, Shellfish Country. Oh, my aunt's from over there.
Yes, where they make where you get all your shellfish from. I'm highly allergic.
Oh, very nice then. All right. Oh, God. Oh, how's the weather down there, though? Oh, all right, no, you must be on your way. Yes, I'll take that money now. Thank you so much.
Yes, okay. Here's monies, and I sign the contract. I think I just bought a partial ownership of this carnival. Potentially, I might be part owner, which then I guess gets my friends in for free.
Oh, no, you want to persuade me or something? Oh, I don't know.
Sure, I can do a little bit of persuasion, and the good thing about me is that I'm very good at persuasion.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Why do I feel so yucky?
Oh no, that was a 6 on the dice. But it's a +8, so that's a 14.
I'll just roll a 20 or something.
Yeah, go for it. I don't know what to do in this situation. I've not done any work at this point.
Oh, it's a 4. You can have as much. You can. All right. Sounds lovely then. In you go. We'll have a VIP night for you all set up. Glass of champagne on entry.
Why, Sir Walter, I am just amazed. You paid for all of us to come on in. What is with this generous streak? All of a sudden, you're full of care.
No, I
and
didn't.
kindness.
No, it just comes with the part ownership. I didn't pay for
It
you.
is an absolute delight, and I would like to see more of this from you. Well done. Just gives him a little pat.
Okay, everybody, just go in.
Kevin Strangeways wanders up. He's actually fallen in with all the other like urchins because he is a boy, and he's like, "Can all my new friends come? Yeah,
Yes. Okay, fine. Fuck.
hooray! Come everyone, follow
You all
me."
have concession cards, right? You brought your concession cards with you, didn't you? You street urchins, you have concession cards, right? I guess it's all fucking adult fairs. Fucking shit.
Oh my god. So generous,
I
Walter.
can't believe you bought all those urchins deluxe tickets, Sir Walter. You kind froggy man.
Well, you never know. They may. Yes, I don't want anyone grumble. And I walk in. I go through. There's like the little metal 3-pole pronged thing, and I like push it across, and the little turnstile. If I can go through.
A carnival hand walks up to you and acknowledges your tickets, please.
Oh, I'm part owner. Now you're fired. Get out.
That's not how this works, sir. Here's your complimentary butterfly wings on entry.
Ooh.
You are more than welcome to wear them or not.
Oh! I thought they were. I genuinely thought that it was like chicken wings or something. Butterfly.
No, they're
wings.
like
Right, I got little butterfly wings that I can pop on.
I can't believe they picked these off live butterflies. What is the purpose of these tiny wings in my hand?
they're not tiny butterfly wings. It's a nice carnival.
Walter
These
straps
look
on his
fantastic.
tiny. It's just like big leather loops and then just tiny little butterfly wings.
They're
on
like
the end.
they're like cardboard. They're like big, but they're like I don't know.
Off to the side, like out backstage, there's just
Yeah.
a big tub of like the butterfly middle bit without wings, and they're all just wiggling around.
Oh,
Can anybody
God.
else hear that tiny screaming?
Yes, I can.
Look at my butterfly wings. We all look like that caterpillar from A Bug's Life. Nice.
Wait, Jack, before unit rolls through the entry, spot check, did I get paid for? Because I have been here before and I have heard Walter complain about not paying, and I don't particularly trust Sir Walter Winston Wicklepicker III to pay for a robot. Did I get included in that?
No,
Ticket lady.
Luggage is free.
As you come to the entrance, there's like a huge rush of people, and they push you through. And actually, it's pretty much like a stampede, and it pushes you all through. Like it comes in, collects you unit, and pushes all of you like with the crowd, pretty much to the center of the carnival. You've lost any sense of direction. As you were moving along the path, you saw a river behind you. You saw some like black swan gondolas passing under the bridge that you were traveling over. But you find yourselves at the heart of the carnival. There are like various tents and attractions all around you. They're all intricately detailed, like sort of Art Nouveau, beautiful, intricate illustrations all over the sides of the tents. There's lights and stuff.
Does Walter recognize it? Like, does it look exactly the same as the one from his memories, or is it like a different? Like, is it different, or is everything kind of in the same spot?
There's you definitely recognize parts of it, but your memory of that time is really faded. Like, you don't remember everything about it. There's certain bits of it that you remembered, like when you were at Madrick's place, but some of it feels familiar, but it's not like. It's also been 8 years, so It's renewed itself. Things have changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am still confused whether I was considered an adult or concession or luggage.
Unit, it's not clear. It's not
Nothing
clear.
ever is. Omnipotent voice in the
Going
sky.
on me break now, boy.
I've
Beatrice, get back on the till.
I will call my union.
Oh, fucking another smoke break. I can't believe it.
Oh no, they're trying to unionize. I'm gonna have to clamp that down real quick.
For some reason, Wizards doesn't put union stuff in their books. I don't know why.
Oh, shots fired.
Fired.
I'm gonna have to cut that bit out.
I'm gonna have to cut that under post. Hey, look, don't worry, Ben. Luggage was the best character in The Color of Magic, so
It's true.
It's a bit of a compliment.
Yeah.
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 Someone tries to steal the money from units' pockets, and the pockets grow teeth and just snap at their hands.
And you see that happen, and you turn around, but there's not really anyone there. But in the distance, you see what looks like a small girl with a pig mask on and holding a lollipop, and they just...
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
Before you can focus, like, they're gone. They're not nowhere to be seen.
Oh, how strangely ominous, maybe.
So around you, there is a bunch of carnival attractions, like, I don't know, the thing with the mouth that goes like that, the clown thing. I've done this bit before.
There's the big hammer.
That's it.
The hammer
That's your
thing.
carnival experience.
Yeah.
Right
Yep.
there. That's
big
it.
hammer thing.
The cloud thing.
Basketball hoops where everybody's shooting in.
The teacups. Oh, look over
teacup.
there, Walter. There's one of those attractions where they need someone to stand up on the platform, and we throw things at the target and they fall into the water. You should go up there as the new owner.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does to me.
That's an excellent idea, Unit. You should go up there, Sir Walter. And I just like surround Sir Walter and like usher him up so that in like a polite flurry he can't really refuse.
Oh, well,
It would be really, really fun. I mean, it's just a really good, like, fun night to do some crazy things. So you should go and do that. Yeah, yeah.
Look.
And after that, we'll ride the cha-cha.
Absolutely. Yeah, you turned a new leaf. You should just, and I rolled a persuasion and I got a natural 20.
Yeah!
Walter,
Unit's head extends on the piping, and like his mouth turns into a loudspeaker and says,
Behold, everyone, your new owner of the fair, Lord Walter Winston Wigglepicker III. Walter.
Yes, hello.
Oh, this is very exciting.
Hello. Yes.
hello.
I am one of the
Would you
new-
like to go sit on the seat thing over the pool?
It's just like a real carnival.
jeez.
You might get a bit wet, but it's a good time.
Oh, don't say that. Really, don't say that in that voice. You're really weird. What small hands you have. Yes. Yes. I well, as an amphibious creature, I do love the water. So yes, as your newfound leader, I will entertain you for my own pleasure, as long as you paid the ticket fee. And Walter very begrudgingly, throwing sidelong looks at Dolene, walks up the steps to the platform and sits on the platform. Go ahead, take your best shot.
Unit, for some weird reason, is front of the line.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is
Big
for...
shit-eating grin on your face.
This
You
is
just-
not for non-living things. So please, to the back of the line with you.
I paid my admission, and my arm just whirs.
You didn't actually pay your admission.
Walter,
'cause
you
I
don't know that.
paid.
You don't know that.
Well, I fucking paid you. Yeah, I do know. Everybody else still has a full pocket of coins, and I don't.
It's too late.
Just as Unit's winding up, Dolene is standing beside the tank and just reaches over and just dips a very little finger into the tank, casting Prestidigitation.
Yeah.
And I use that to instantly soil an object. Now it's only 1 cubic foot, but I think I'd like to soil it so there's like an oily skin on top of the water.
Oh yeah.
I would
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
to roll a perception check to see whether you're doing this with a 13. So
You're pretty
Anti-
distracted,
slide
Walter.
ahead.
I think you're pretty distracted. I reckon you don't see it.
I'm taking in all my adulation from my newfound peoples. Yes, hello, unit.
Unit, do you want to roll I
Yeah.
guess an attack? Just roll a d20.
Yeah, I just did before. So unit, the torso extends on the pipe and they just start like whirling around with their arms out with a ball in each one. So the first one, I got a 7
someone
plus
that's just
2. So it's only a 9.
Oh my
But
God,
my-
that child! Look at its face!
My second attack,
You just hit that boy with that boy.
18. Oh, that's got to be good.
Wait, how does this thing work? Do you hit like a target and it's
Yeah.
meant to drop you?
Jack, have you
Yeah.
never been to a carnival?
Look, I don't know.
This is the wrong place setting for you.
I always went to the circus, you know. I didn't. And the ball just it's like a water balloon. It just is on target, and we see it move through the space in slow motion. Walter's face is turning from a great big grin to a slow smile, and the water balloon hits the target and you drop into the ship water. And as you emerge out of the water, you do the spurt of water comes out of your mouth like a big arc.
Stand back, children. It's oily.
Do you want to roll to try and get that spurt of water on someone?
Sure.
I wonder who that will be.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Do we have to all throw savings through?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, actually, it doesn't fucking matter. It's a 2 on the die.
Oh.
It goes up into the
drink
air
it?
and just comes
I
straight back
swallow
down
it.
into your eyes.
Oh, that is not what I intended at all.
That was extremely graphic.
I don't think you should swallow that.
Quick, kids, close your eyes.
Unit, you will rue this day.
Oh,
And I cast Dissonant Whispers.
oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay. What does that do?
So you must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. And must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Okay. All right.
A wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that is an 18 plus 1. 19.
You had to beat a 14. So.
Oh, okay. You're good.
As your whispers go into my robot ears, and you rue the day, some cogs start whirring inside Unit's casing and torso, and this weird rune that looks like a rock just starts glowing for a moment on their head and fades away.
And you short circuit and you just you're blasted back onto your back. And that brings the attention of another attraction next to the attraction that you've just been on.
Don't mind me, everybody. I'm fine down here.
Yeah, you're mostly fine. And then
Can I cast Cure Wounds on a, Oh, he doesn't take any damage. Though. He didn't.
No, he's not.
Okay,
He's not
sorry.
received any damage. He's fine.
No, I didn't hit. What happened? Oh, I went Scottish there for a second. What happened?
happens.
What happened to you? I didn't cast. It didn't work.
I don't know. Something strange. Something
Is that not normal for you?
I don't recall ever having done this before.
I thought it was allergies. This carnival has got a lot of grass.
I've taken my medication today, Kevin. It can't be the allergies.
As you're talking, the attraction next to the one with the pool, it's like a giant. It's a big giant. It's just trying to take up as little space as possible. And the whole attraction seems to be like picking up people and putting them up really high. And then people being like, wow, it's really high. And then the giant, noticing the commotion, puts the people down and slowly comes over and looks at you, Unit, and says,
Why, old friend, it has been such a long time. How have you been?
Yes, hello,
Ferris.
friend.
Because he's like a Ferris wheel.
Do I know you? I'm afraid that if I do, it has been such a long time, I no longer recall you. I am Unit.
Have you lost your memory?
Yes, about 24 years worth to be precise.
Would you mind me taking a look inside?
It depends. Are you going to lift me up over your head and I get a free ride at the same time?
Why, yes, of course.
and the giant, with
Your permission, of course.
Yes, I said wee.
Oh, yes, French.
and the giant reaches down and picks you up, and it opens like a little compartment that you weren't even sure you had on your back.
Ooh, that tickles.
Yes, look in here. Oh, that's very interesting.
And he gets a little tiny screwdriver, like a regular sized screwdriver, in his really big hands. And he reaches into your body and he just flicks something, and it whirs into life. Your whole body, which is covered in these intricate swirls of detail that, I don't know, they look nice. And your eyes glow teal, and the light from that runs along the edges of these patterns all across your body. And you sort of lift out of the giant's hand, just sort of floating in midair, and then it stops and you fall back into his hand. And he slowly lowers you to the ground and he says,
Do you know how you were made, Unit?
No, I do not.
Because you have the most peculiar maker's mark.
Oh, the thing that says UN1T, that is my name, Unit.
No, on the inside, there is a maker's mark. In Giant, it reads as Ash Lake Beneath the Mountain. I'm not sure I've heard it before, but it is curious.
and the symbol is like, it's like I've been playing a lot of God of War. It's like a symbol with, it's like three,
I get that reference. Okay.
there's like three symbols. One is like, I don't know how to fucking describe runes.
You could just do some art for it.
Yeah, I have. I'll post it. I'll put it on Patreon.
Another reason to join Patreon.
What did it say again? Sorry, the ash beneath
The Ash Lake Beneath the Mountain.
So they're like Nordic runes, Lauren.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I know
yeah.
what runes are. I don't know what God of War.
It's a video game.
It's just
Lauren.
like a really cool game.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
just
really
really
great.
into
Is it really? Is it great?
really good.
Is it so great?
Yeah. He says,
It is curious. I don't recognize the maker's mark. But maybe you should ask some other people about it.
Okay, then.
You're well made, and you're far more complex than I understand. I don't think I fixed your memory, though.
Let me see. And Unit's eyes roll back in their head, and their head spins around a few times and comes back to the front and said, "Nope, did not fix the memory, but thank you for the little tickle session just the same."
You're welcome. Enjoy the fair. I've been Ferris.
Thank you, Ferris.
Thanks, Lauren. That was a good offer.
Do I feel any different?
Yeah, you've leveled up to your 3rd level, so
Hey,
you got like rune shit, I guess.
cool. For those playing at home, I'm playing a rune knight.
Ah, the old rune shit night.
Rune shit.
I've taken the rune shit subclass.
Speaking of shit,
Yeah.
I shit myself coming out of the out of the tank. I flop over and I start spewing, and oh god, I think I have E. coli. I don't know what happened. Something's wrong with that water. We need to shut down this ride right now. Everybody, fence this. Where's that Beatrice lady again? We gotta rope this off, and this ride's no more.
I am still on break.
Jesus Christ. Fucking unions.
Calm yourself, Winston. And look, I prestidigitate the filth. I unsoil him. Prestidigitation.
That's nice.
I desoil him.
Oh no, I soiled myself now.
It's okay.
take care
I
of
can
that.
remove up to 1 cubic foot of filth.
That's okay, I'm not wearing pants.
That makes it so much easier to slough it off.
Some poor child's just holding an ice cream cone, and it's no longer ice cream.
Pass me that Dagwood dog. I need it for wiping purposes.
I think it's time for a sponsored segment. Do you feel inadequate? It's Jack here, and I have the solution. The opportunity of a lifetime. I call it the Dice Paper Roll Patreon 10-step plan. In just 7 easy steps, you could be talking to your friends on Discord, improving yourself with exclusive content, and coming to live shows with a VIP discount. How good is that? It's real good. What are the 13 steps, you ask? Well, if you're asking, it means you're not stepping, so step up or step off. For just $2 a month, you could take a step in the right direction and become a Dice Paper Roll patron. And remember, Dice Paper Roll chose you out of every damn person on the planet. It was always you. Thanks, Jack. That was beautiful.
Thanks,
Jack.
Well done, Jack.
How you said that without moving your lips was fucking incredible.
Yeah, he's drinking water at the same time. and
I know.
everything.
Ventriloquist.
I've been working on my ventriloquism. Yeah, so what do you want to do? You can...
Walter's keeping an eye out for the Hall of Mirrors for sure.
Yeah. It's not anywhere in sight.
Damn.
In your general vicinity.
Even with a 17 plus 3 for a perception, just having a bit of a look around, just trying to keep an eye out for it, basically, is what I'm doing.
You can see, like...
Is there a map or anything nearby, maybe, that we can go and...
Oh, that's a great idea. One of those,
information
like,
tent?
An information tent.
Yeah. You go for it. Go have a look at the map. I have one.
Oh, of course he does.
Are they handing them out as pamphlets at the gate, or is it just one of those that is up on the big cardboard sign somewhere? Oh, look. How convenient.
So it
Good
says
idea, Kevin.
you are here.
Yes.
But where the fuck is here?
Oh my God. Have you all had Fairy Floss before? This stuff is amazing. And I'm just eating a big bowl of Fairy Floss in the background.
I don't like it. It scares me because it looks voluminous, and then I bite it and it disappears in my mouth and it scares me.
The lady told me it's the actual poop of a fairy.
cut to backstage, and there's a whole bunch of fairies hanging over a tub.
The same ones that have had their wings taken off them. It's like,
They're just fucking strapped in, ass up, and there's just like this little stick
Conveyor
just
belt.
whirling up fucking shit out of there.
Yeah, it's like when you make pate, they've got those feeding tubes in, they're like distended
Jesus.
stomachs and just like this constant stream of fairy floss.
Oh, they're doing the fairy centipede, I see.
It makes the sweetest kind, rainbow flavor.
The woman behind the machine just closes the curtain quickly so you can't see anymore.
Please help us. No pictures.
Was that the fairies or the lady?
There was no fairies. I've never seen no fairies. I don't even know what a fairy is.
No fairies, and there never was.
My mic.
Whilst this is happening, Kevin, you are kind of distracted.
I'm distracted.
You see something off to the side like it's a tent, but it feels familiar and kind of unfamiliar at the same time. You feel it pulling you towards it. The tent flaps are rustling in the wind, and it's not like the other tents. It's kind of clear that it's out of order or some kind of storage tent. It's not as spectacular as the other tents. Like the other tents all have like beautiful, intricate illustrations, like I mentioned earlier. I'm sure you're listening, so you know that. But this one's kind of a bit more plain. It's just kind of stripes and it's just not as spectacular. But even so, it kind of appeals to you, Kevin.
Kevin's just like looking around for maybe it's time for Kevin to have a little bit of mischief, you know.
Yes.
Look at that tent over there. I reckon there's lots of stuff in there, lots of weird carnival stuff that I could steal. Ooh, this sounds like fun. And just kind of points at the opposite direction to the tent and goes, look over there! And then just runs into the flaps of the stripy, plain-looking, kind of dark and creepy tent.
None of the others follow you.
Yeah, they're all looking over there.
They're all looking at the
Distraction.
fairy floss and the map, and it's a lot going on for them. They're distracted.
We gotta find a way to free these fairies.
C7. What the fuck is C7?
C7. Nice. Very nice. That was good.
Sunlight streams in through a window and casts the room in an orange glow. There are wood shavings dusting every surface and a small iron forge in the corner. The air is thick and the smell of freshly cut wood is eerily homely and mixes with the hard metallic scent of the iron to your nostrils. To your nostrils, it is delightful.
It smells
Your
really
heart-
nice in here.
Kevin's a pug?
I forgot to take my allergy medication. There's so much sawdust.
Your heart skips a beat as you see the door at the far end of the room swing open. And in steps your mother. Try as you might, you are unable to focus on what she looks like, but her warmth fills your heart and the room. Everything and anything you say doesn't fill the space, and your mother hears none of it.
Mom? Sorry.
No, okay.
Just checking. Okay, no, she can't hear me.
Your mother gestures to the stool next to her at the bench. She shows you a blueprint to something. It's hard to make out. She points to different parts on the mechanism described by the blueprint and says, "See? Here and here, you will need to screw this into that, and, well, you see, when you have this, you will be safe." A smile breaks across her face. It is somehow sad. "Safe? What do you mean?" you say, playing your part. "Yes, safe from all that could and
would seek to harm you. Here may not always be here, Kevin. And so we have to do what we can to protect it. And you, to protect you. And this will help. And then, Kevin, you blink and you stand in an empty tent. The windows, the doors, the forge, and your mother is gone. But in your hand, you hold what appears to be the blueprint for a cannon.
Yes. Yeah, Kevin looks down at the instructions and the kind of, A goes into B and C goes into E, and he looks up at where his mum came in. He goes, "Mum, let go. I can't let go." Okay, thank you very much. It was my moment.
And that's where we're going to end the episode.
We see a hand reach into a jar and pull from within a small green pickle. The glossiness of the liquid surrounding it glistens in the firelight. As it is lowered into the open mouth, it whispers, "Oh shit."
Woo! Welcome back to another dissection of what we just did. Episode 5, Into the Feywild. Jack. Mwah. Mwah. I kind of wanted to say at the end there, I was like, oh, you should name it like your cannon, some kind of like IKEA furniture. Like Schröderfracken. Igbar.
I'm gonna call it the cummer girdle.
Oh my god. The cannon is strapped to your cummerbund.
Hey, you know what? That's canon.
Oh, there.
Armageddon cummer girdle. That's what it's called.
Wow. What an ep. Oh, we're at the carnival. That was fun. Yeah.
For an underprepared ep, that was pretty prepared. Gotta say.
Yeah. Totally.
Was it underprepared? What?
That one was
No.
fine. That one was
right.
fine. Yeah.
Oh well,
I actually
hold
had
on
to-
for the chaos.
Yeah.
I had to ditch a bunch of stuff. I was sure some of you were going to try and break in, but
I was very surprised that Walter insisted on everybody paying or being paid for.
Yeah.
Well, the thing, for me,
yeah.
at first I was like, those kids jumping in and knowing what I kind of know, or at least I'm assuming that I got turned into a frog for not paying the fee. There was a part where I was like, okay, I was going to just pay for the kids that jumped in. And then it turned into fucking
Who knew? So Walter had a
then
heart.
Greg suggested, oh, maybe you could just pay for everybody. Oh, and I'm like, well, I didn't really specifically say that, but I guess I am.
Wasn't even me.
You talked yourself into it.
I did
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
myself. Well, that's peer pressure.
As similarly as was the water tank peer pressure.
yeah, that was definitely peer pressure. I
Oh
was
no,
like,
that not.
I was like looking through my spells. I was about to cast suggestion on Dolene to be like, hey, maybe you should suggest that I don't do that. And I was like,
Unit
oh,
needed
no.
to win. Unit needed to win.
Yeah, he did need to win.
Yeah, he did.
And-
Yeah, it's
They
hard
did.
within my
They
head to
did.
know. It's
They.
hard to know whether in my head that was Unit or Ben. Maybe it's one and the same.
The dissonant whispers was definitely me.
Yeah. So was that your third level ability kicking in? Dissonant
No,
whispers?
that was well, I mean, third level in terms of second level spells just got opened up to me, so I
Yeah,
can
cool.
cast 2 second level spells. Although that was actually no, that was a first level spell, so that wasn't actually.
I think you always had that.
I did have that.
Yeah.
one. There is new abilities that I do get as being a part of the College of Whispers.
But so the way I'm playing it is you're like, so Lauren, I mean, Kevin is level 3 now because he's got the cannon thing, and Unit is level 3 because of the rune thing. So like I've got stuff
Still level
planned.
2?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, just so you know, I've already leveled up my character level 3, and I have the hit points of a level 3 character.
That's fine.
Level 3 bard and part carnival owner. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to dig
I
into
got
the fine
stocks in
print
a
on that.
shellfish company, carnivals. I'm a philanthropist. You know?
You bought
Yeah, like
you
Elon
bought
Musk.
out the carnival for the low price of $44 billion.
Yeah.
And now it's all just going to go to shit.
Sometimes
Everyone's got to
they-
go back and get a ticket to say they're a verified carnival goer.
Yeah.
and
Come
won't
on
be able
in,
to-
Nazis.
Everyone is welcome here. Comedy has come back to the carnival.
If I
Not
own,
that kind of comedy.
And not that kind of carnival.
if Walter under the assumption from the information that he's kind of been given thinks that the ticket sale, like buying the ticket, evading the fare, fucking Met Police, was the reason why he got turned into a frog. Well, if he owns the carnival, well then he's manager. They're going to turn him back into his normal self. Like, come on, he owns the place now. It's
Yeah.
like Elon Musk and Twitter. He's like, I own this shit. You can't fucking make alt accounts. And
That was a beautiful journey from I'm going to pay for those poor children to actually no, I'm going to pay for myself 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I accidentally bought a part share.
that was actually my original thought was always, as soon as I got to the carnival, was that I was going to pay. Well, I've got to pay to get in, but also I still have to fix up what I did wrong. So I had to pay twice. And then it was the kids, and then I had a bit of a heart. And yeah, I made up for it by calling Unit luggage. So
Yeah.
It was good.
It was interesting, like because I had intended to force you all into the carnival unpaid.
With the bum rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for that offer, Ben. But I just so loved that bit of role play that you guys had with the ticketing booth.
Yeah.
It was
Hell
so
yeah.
much more enjoyable. I just sat back and
Inspired.
was like, wow, this is delightful.
It's always so great when someone jumps in as an NPC.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like as a DM, you're not expecting it. And you just get that moment. I don't know. I saw you just sit back, Jack, and like this look of like delight and relief that
Yeah.
I know so well, right? Like,
See,
it was so good. I really enjoyed that.
and rather expertly done as a DM also to still do exactly what you wanted to do afterwards.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
bum rush us in. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
I
for
was
sure.
never going to make any like permanent decisions on that part. I was more just like, let's fuck around for a little
Yeah,
bit.
totally. I know. It got to that point where it's like, actually, I'm now asking Lauren things, and Lauren's like, I don't know if I can say yes to this because I was fucking around. Like-
I need to listen back and find out what the cost of the rides and stuff are. That's
Yeah, I
canon.
know. That's so good.
7 tickets, 4 coins. That's all
Yeah,
I
that's
got out
it,
of
yeah.
that.
7
That was
tickets,
great.
4
Yeah. Yeah.
did Walter pay the package deal for everybody? Or the
I
package
think
deal for
so.
himself and then just
did
a
the-
ticket for
Well,
everyone
in
else?
my mind, it was just easier to buy the fucking carnival than figure out what the ticket prices for everybody was. So
Yeah, because
I was just thinking about every time I've been to the show and just been like,
Yeah,
why
totally.
is it so hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt like you were like, "What do you mean I have to pay more for the rides?" And I'm like, "You know what I'm talking about."
Yeah,
Yes.
totally.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Now I'm gonna buy show bags.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's so. Oh Jesus Christ! Wow, this is so
Please,
much
yeah.
more expensive than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I'm not even drunk.
I just want to highlight, like, super quickly that that moment of vulnerability from your character Danny was like really great and really in contrast. And Lauren called it before, the way that you switched back to the luggage insult was like superb. It was superb. The way that you like between like Walter like covering up that moment of vulnerability by putting down Unit was
nice.
Yeah, it was really good. It was
Oh,
really good.
so nice.
There's no ill will towards you, Ben. It's
I know, mate.
enjoy
You were
it.
role-playing.
It's a soft target, and I'm just
I know,
gonna,
but it is funny that you and I often end up playing characters like mildly opposing, but I always know it's just we role play into that. It's not. It's just that's just where we land.
Hey, and then with Curse of Strahd, we were in love.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it seems the shoe was on the other foot last campaign.
Yeah, well,
hey?
now you know why you got pushed off that.
Hey, spoilers.
And beep in the dissection.
But I like that because I think it gives us room to move and room to grow still.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
It can be a weird dynamic at the table, right? Like it can feel uncomfortable at the table, but when you do, like, you two are particularly good at doing that, like opposing characters dynamic, and it brings so much, right? Like it brings so much to the character journey for both of you. And it brings so much to the game itself.
Well, it's like Jack said in the prologue, without conflict, there is no story.
Exactly. And it's something like that's really can be really uncomfortable at a table when you're playing, but it's like it shows the value of taking those risks and doing something that's a little bit uncomfortable because you get so much great story that springs from it.
And I guess we've both played long enough that we know we will push it to change from where it currently is. What that is, we don't know yet. I mean, for me, hopefully it's like a reconciliation or it's a better relationship, but it might not be. But as long as it changes, that's fine.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
You got time.
I want it to. I want Walter eventually to become a good guy.
Frog.
Good frog, human, still human at heart. But like, you know, I don't think that you can I don't want to rush him just going straight into like, oh, cool, now I'm with this group. No. Now I'm suddenly all on board with everybody and that kind of thing. And I'm not going to treat certain, like, you know, because I'm still trying to play whole high status, low status sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's that whole Emperor's New Groove kind of thing.
Emperor's New Groove?
In a way. Oh, you know how... Have you seen Emperor's New Groove?
Of course I have.
Yeah, it gets turned into the llama and... I mean, at least...
I love that movie. Have you seen the production artwork for that movie?
Yes.
So you're Crunk in this scenario, Ben? I think so.
Always singing my own theme song.
Yeah. I love that movie. Anyways.
Yeah.
No, great character journey and great opposition. So I think it's spicy
fun
to do at the table. You need to be like comfortable with the person you're doing it with and probably to have talked about it beforehand. Disclaimer for those of you playing at home that you might want to discuss that sort of dynamic first.
Yeah, or talk about what's off the table.
Yeah, you need a safe word for sure.
Yeah.
You know? Like you need a point where like because that we know each other really, really well, right? And we can tell I certainly can. I'm pretty sure Danny can tell when you're getting the shits with Ben with like the put downs. The same with Danny. Like totally. You know, and you guys can tell when I'm getting my knickers in a twist. So like you have to be really careful with it. But it can be really, really fruitful. I think it's a really good angle to take.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely important to know when things go too far, and if the person, and you don't like, it's the difficult thing around that kind of opposing characters is that, you don't want to be ruining someone else's fun. We're all here to still be having fun together. And if your jokes and that kind of thing then starts to mean that another person isn't having fun, then you got to start going, oh, okay, no, rein it in and change it.
Yeah,
change
100%.
Whoever's on the bottom of that has to be like volunteer, you know?
It's sort of why, like, I felt mildly guilty for a moment that I was pushing you towards that whole water tank thing, knowing that Walter really wouldn't go willingly, and then knowing that at least one other person would jump on board to encourage you, and then knowing that you, being the player you are, would find a way to go with it anyway.
Yeah.
And knowing full well it will probably come back against me as well, like, as unit, not Ben. I mean, I'm sure he'll fucking do something to get me.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, I it's kind of fortunate that I rolled shit on that perception check of against Greg and didn't see him change the water, because then I would have changed my target. If I had have seen Greg doing that, I would have tried to do something. I was thinking, well, maybe I can hold person and stop Greg.
Hell yeah, that would have been awesome. Spell battle.
Yeah, exactly. But it didn't happen. And so
I'm so glad that didn't happen.
like, but, I was like, oh, okay, maybe Dolene's given, Walter a bit of a taste of his own medicine and thought we had something going on. But
I like that from your perspective, from Walter's perspective too. Like, he just saw Dolene fix the situation for him. Like, he didn't see
Well, I would never do anything to offend a gentleman such as you.
I like that things can get a bit cheeky, though, and a bit off what we've already set up now that we're at the carnival. Like, I don't know exactly what the vibe is meant to be, but I think it's good that, the characters can get a bit enchanted or carried away with the fact that they're at this sort of magical place. And,
Definitely. Yeah, it's a space for growth, right? I just... hey, Jack, you just said, I'm really glad you didn't get into a spell battle, because I don't know what the fuck, right? Like, I don't know what the fuck that's going to happen there or what I need to do. And there was another moment in there where when I did that check to persuade you and you didn't know what the opposed roll. I think, like, this is a really good highlight for that as well, to say that actually, like, in a group where people generally do, some will know more than others. That's like any D&D group, I think. You don't have to know every rule to be the DM.
No.
You don't like, and this is like a perfect example of that. Like, you have like a rich storytelling ability and a ability to conjure images. And it really doesn't matter about the mechanics there, because we can run that shit ourselves, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what's been nice about our group, is that you can do that. Like, we've always been able to do that. I don't know. How does this work? Tell me at the table.
Yeah. And it's not one person being a rules lawyer.
No.
Like,
No, you can't do that
because the rules as written, Jeremy Crawford tweeted one time, and you haven't seen his errata tweet. And
But Jack, do you think you feel that a little bit because the nature of the fact we're doing a podcast, and now video footage as well, that's it's performative, so you feel like you need to know that and you don't want to spend time asking questions, or is it just
I mean, like, I've always believed that from when we first started this podcast, like the thing I wanted people to get was, I want to try D&D myself. I want other people to think that. And I figure if I can do this and be humble about what I do and don't know, that's probably a good thing. And people seeing that is a good thing. personally.
Or you can be like me and be just aggressive about what you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, like, fuck you, I don't
So
know.
I must piss
Cable
off a
War
lot of
Ragnarok.
people. Yeah, a little bit of filthy casual energy.
Well, there's no hate mail yet, Lauren.
We don't
Give
get
it
any mail, Ben. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah. I think you need to get mail to get hate mail.
about.
You've got me on it.
That's how we know we haven't made it.
Yeah.
Don't
say that, Jack.
Oh my God, who's going to get a stalker first, though? If it's not me, I'm going to be like so embarrassed.
Emil.
yeah. Probs.
Not a joke. So, I think like as the DM, you feel a need, like because you're the DM, you feel a need to control the situation, right? Like that's your job. And so like in any position of like power or leadership, there's that ego id balance where you're like, oh, I need to be like, you feel the need to control the situation, but then you have to fight with that instinct to let things go. And I like part of that is trusting the people around you who know how to do things really, really well and using that expertise. And I think, Jack, you've been doing that really well. And I think I just think it's a really great example for like anybody at home who's in a group who's like, hey, I love this campaign and our forever DM can't do whatever, or, you can do this. And the people at the table, like, will support you.
Rule number 1, don't play with shit cunts. Yeah.
Which when you're online, you actually like a lot of people are not in the very fortunate position we are. I think they find themselves
Or
with
if they're
shit
at their
cunts on the
local
reg.
game shop, like it's just wherever I can get a game, and you're going to come across those kinds of people who are.
But keep looking.
Keep looking.
Keep rolling the
And while you
investigation
drive-
check.
While you're doing that, looking, subscribe to our Patreon. But also,
Hey, you find some pretty rad people in our Discord, I have to say,
Yeah,
who
true. Actually,
may or
very
may not
true.
actually be keen to run an online game.
Yeah.
but this is in danger of becoming its own podcast. So let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone. Hope you enjoyed that show that we put together. We'll do some more.
Fairy poop!
Fairy centipede.
Unionize
No
the
pictures.
carnival.
Yeah.
No more fairy abuse.
We're fine with Wizards of the Coast being on individual contracts, so no problems there.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye. $200 dues? Ribbit!